I would now like 5 minutes. I talk a little bit about the political climate that I see happening and growing at the grassroots level in our communities. In Centerville itself, we had an urban plan that came out about a year and a half ago. The plan was to have adopted within about 6 or 8 months of releasing it. It was widely perceived as not being environmentally strong enough. The deadlines got pushed off. There was another deadline for the submission of briefs. That got pushed off again. They had to hold extra information sessions to satisfy the citizens' interest in it. Finally, there was a public consultation in the spring. And since that time, we haven't heard much about it, and it's sort of become a little bit the back burner. I think there's a lot of difficulty to make things move when there's environmental issues involved. And this goes beyond just, if you think Centerville got a hard role on what they've done, consider councils promoting pro-development policies in other cities have had even more trouble. In our neighboring municipality of St. Anne's, the mayor was ousted and many of his councillors, and this was based largely on the fact that he was considering developing the L'Anse-Lorme corridor. And there's other examples, including Angel Woods and Beaconsfield, the Meadowbrook project as well. What we see more and more is that there is a high level of concern for the environment among citizens. We're talking about a level of urgency which is so strong that populations in strong majorities are favoring green conservation, even to the economic disadvantage of their own cities. So this is really serious. There's a lot of urgency. Now, the reason I mention this is the flip side is if you people make strong stances as far as environmental protection, there's a lot of support out there for you. So in this context, I would like to look at the proposed gel du périmètre urbain, which is discussed also in your volet 3. Well, that kind of produced a collective sigh of relief among many citizens that at least somebody out there is looking at the big picture and doing something about it. So first, I thank you for taking these first steps. I understand also that you've endured criticism already, even for taking this little step. My sympathies. And given the strength that you see already, I think you have enough backing to go a little bit further. That's because, again, when I read about the gel du périmètre, this sounds great, but it's not clear to me that it is for the full 5 years. It says maybe up to something. That's really not clear. My understanding is PMAD is for 5 years, point à la ligne. So either the PMAD, it covers the PMAD, it's a full part of the PMAD, or it's not. If it's not 5 years, I don't really see how it's going to be strong enough to actually influence developers to start looking at densification. If we really want that to happen, we have to stick to our grounds, show strong leadership, and say, yes, it's a full part of the PMAD. The PMAD is for 5 years, and in the PMAD there is a gel du périmètre, point à la ligne. That become the 5. So that is my third request, that the gel du périmètre, that you clearly stated that this is for the full 5 years and potentially renewable. I think we need that strong leadership from you people to do that.